Hey, welcome back to the Artist Exchange. Here live on BigExposedRadio.com. We're here to. It's a nice, cool, breezy day. I'm here, your host Nate, with my co-host Miss Alma Brown.
Hello.
Our engineer, Mr. Robbie. How's it going, Robbie? It's going.
I don't know why you wear all that black in this heat. It makes me
Well, they
so
say the
sad.
black reflects the heat.
Does it?
Yeah, and light colors absorb it, actually. That's what I was told. So black actually keeps you cooler. Just like wearing long sleeves actually keeps you cooler than it does make you hot. Because the heat isn't directly hitting your skin.
Okay, if you say so.
Well, I guess if your body temperature isn't always hotter than a normal person. Or average, rather.
Oh, well, I guess I can see that. I guess I tend to run cold, so I like it warm.
Oh.
So it takes a while for me to really get hot anyway.
But hey, okay, so last night I left my charger here at the studio, and I realized how attached I was to my phone. I realized I don't have any regular clocks in my home.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
I didn't know what time it was. I jumped, and I hate when like you jump up out of your sleep because you just know.
You don't know.
I don't know what time it is.
Right.
So you jump up out of your sleep.
Yes.
I always do that if I have something really important to do, like if I'm traveling that morning, like early. I normally, because I can't really go all to sleep, so I just jump up.
The nervous energy keeps you primed right at the edge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
no fun.
It's not. So today is a day of hot topics. We were supposed to have a guest, but because I didn't have my phone, I don't think she's actually going to come. So, So we'll work it out. So today is Hot Topics Day. One of the first topics that I wanted to get out of the way, because I don't want to talk about it anymore, is Bill Cosby. I want to get that out of my system because there's a lot of things that's going on. So apparently the legacy that he led as far as the Cosby Show, now people are discrediting the Cosby Show because one of the people that somebody on my timeline, they said, well, you have to be wary of people who push perfection. And I don't think that the Cosby Show was any more perfect than, Family Matters or any of the other predominantly black television shows. I don't think it pushed perfection.
I don't think so either. I think it was just a different way of looking at a black family.
And my response was, well, how dare he say that we can have a two-parent household with two professional parents that are cultured, intelligent, that actually pay attention. Right, that actually pay attention to their children's education. I just watched the episode with, what was it, Sandra, the oldest one, when she came back and she decided not to finish college.
Yeah.
Or she decided to not be what she went to Princeton for.
Right.
And Claire was like, well, I want my money back.
Right. No.
No, really, I want my money back. But seriously, I want my money back.
Pay me back.
So those types of things showed the imperfections. Like, none of the children were, perfect by any means. They all had flaws, but he showed us an option. Like, there are actually families that live like this. It wasn't just the ideal.
Right. The Huxtables were the first upper middle class black family on TV that weren't
two parents,
weren't fools. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't shucking and jiving. They were living real lives, dealing with real
But they
issues.
still added things that if they took it to another level, it would have been shucking and jiving. They had like dance routines, but it was family oriented.
Right.
They respected their grandparents, and that family always brought culture into the community. Like
Mr. Huxtable was a father you wanted. You wanted to have him for a dad. You wanted Claire as mom.
And he's gotten a lot of flack over the years for speaking out against what he saw what was wrong with the black community. Now, because he is flawed, doesn't mean that anything he said in that
there isn't truth in it.
Right, it wasn't any truth in it. It was just now we're shooting a messenger because we realize he's not perfect. But we realized that with so many of our other
leaders.
Right.
That's my whole thing about, you can't put someone who chooses to say, okay, I'm going to stand in the gap. I'm going to live my life as much like an example as I can.
Right.
You have to respect that, because there are many more of us who are like, nah, I'm not gonna reach for that calling. I'm good right here.
Because they see it.
Right.
But because he really knew who he was, I think that made it more important to him, because of the level of fame he had, to make things better for people that came before him. Like, don't make the mistakes that I've made.
Right.
But that he was still a college-educated man who married a college-educated woman. So, I think in many cases people thought the Cosby Show was his family, because a lot of things evened out.
Right.
He knew all those celebrities that he brought on that show. He also had an intelligent, beautiful, spicy wife.
Right.
So people began to mirror his
real life in the no.
And I think that's where we got it. Just like we started looking at Martin like he was the pinnacle of blackness.
Right.
And peace and, togetherness in the civil rights movement, but he was flawed.
Yeah.
He's obviously, and I don't know if you said you haven't seen Selma yet.
No, I know. I did. I tried to stay away from the red box because I end up keeping things 3 and 4 days. I'm just, it's my life. It's who I am.
Right, they get you like that.
Right, so I'm waiting for it to come
for 24
on.
hours? I'd return this in 24 hours.
No, because I'm not coming by here tomorrow.
And then the thing is, you don't want to return it because then you like, shit, I gotta pay.
Half the time.
So you like, I'm just gonna keep this till I got the money to cover it. And it's like $10.
Then you've bought the movie.
Right.
And then half the time you don't watch it the same day that you go and get it anyway.
Right. Especially if you get more than one.
Yeah.
Because I always say, I'm going to watch this one tonight and I'm sleep.
Out. So,
and then I wind up having to rush and watch it before I take it back.
So I stay away from the red box. I'm costing myself money. So I'll wait till it comes on Netflix and I'll check it out.
This is what I normally do. I know if I get a red box, I'm going to get it very late at night.
Yeah.
As late as I can so I can return it
the next day. There you go.
So I have time in that day to watch it.
That's makes sense.
Because I got tired of those
charges.
But just going back to Bill a little bit more, I feel like people are now going to blemish anything. I'm a little upset at, not so much upset at Jill Scott for backing out, but because she said that that's all she needed. The fact that in a deposition he said that he given Quaaludes to a woman allegedly knowingly, and it was consensual. That's all the information she needed to now go back onto the other side of things.
Well, evidence is evidence. I mean, and I can't knock anybody for wanting to give someone the benefit of the doubt. So, you try to look at things and you try to be fair and balanced. What you don't want to do is let the media decide for you.
Right.
We'll be right back right here on BeExposedRadio.com on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Check out our website, our Facebook, our Instagram, the Artist Exchange, and we'll be here waiting for you. Stick with us.
I just realized I didn't like
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Can you tell if the leftovers from this dinner party are beginning to grow bacteria that could lead to severe diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach cramps? Listen. You can't see it either. Get leftovers into the refrigerator as soon as possible. Spoiled leftovers can make you very sick, or worse. Roughly 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year, but you can keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Mary J. Blige has an alter ego. When she raps, her name is Brooke. So the calm one rapping is Mary, the wild one is Brooke. That's what Beyonce says. The calm one is Beyonce, the wild one is Sasha. The calm one is Wendy, the man is Woody. And I just learned today that the Woody button is broken. Can you please just try it one more time?
1, 2. Whoa. Put me down or I'll create another character. Don't F with me. Let's play with the machine and see if we can make another character. I have to think of a name. Oh, this character's name is Bambi. She's very blonde and very busty. Play with the buttons. Let's see who else comes up. Turn the dial. Turn the dial. This is Bambi and Woody all in one. Oh boy! I hear Bambi, I hear Woody. I hear Bambi, I hear Woody.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket. But it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place. And then they act so surprised when I find them. But I'm like, hello? That's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and go seek.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm saying, like back then when they were brand new, maybe in a new edition video we can see something. Like just one, because all you need is one switch out of order, and all of a sudden it's like, oh snap. Because like when guys try to cover, but like they're, even when they're older, but particularly when they're young, always a slip up. Something happens, or they might use one wrong word, like say but the way they say they purse their lips.
As soon as they say fierce.
Yeah, or one wrong word from the children's vocabulary, exactly, fierce. Or they look a little too comfortable with that Heineken bottle. As they tune it up and flip that pinky out. Even though there's nothing wrong with the pinky out. I mean, I know it's womanly, but come on. That's like, how women cross their legs like this? You can't stereotype that just because a man crosses his legs like this, that, That's so comfortable. You would think he'd be crunching something, right? But that's how you tell who's holding and who's not. Whoever crosses like this ain't holding. He's hung like a pimple. Or tucking. Fierce. All right, look, we need to go into a break.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket. But it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place. And then they act so surprised when I find them. But I'm like, hello? That's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and go seek.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Artist Exchange here.
Welcome back.
Live on BeExposedRadio.com. Yesterday we had an awesome show introducing you to 3 of our newest radio personalities here on BeExposedRadio.com. Mr. Kenyon Parson. He'll be debuting Weird Radio. What is it? Where every body is really dope. Every Tuesday and Friday p.m. from 5 to 6. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
5 to 6 p.m.
We might have to talk about that, though.
It's Artist Exchange.
Sorry, but that was just a snippet of the show, but you can listen to the show in its entirety every Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 noon on BeExposedRadio.com.